Morning, welcome back. I've just turned my torch so you can see my face a bit more. It's very dark still at the moment here. It's just after 6 o'clock and we'll start for a bit more exercise. Temperature's getting a little bit warmer here in the UK now. It's like 9 degrees at the moment, so it's more acceptable to be going out and getting some exercise first thing. During the winter I usually have a bit of a lull because I do not like the cold. I can't go out and exercise in the cold, it's icy and my old bones don't like it anymore, so well, just do it the way. So yeah, just doing a bit of exercise now. My bike fitness is okay, I'm pretty good on the bike, so I've been riding still, but I just want to increase my cardio and my strength as well, because we've got some stuff coming up this year which I'll need it for, like, you know, extras for one. I've got quite a lot of riding to do before then, so increase the cardio, increase the physical strength and get prepared. So I'll be back in a couple of hours at the workshop at Eurotech. See you soon. Alright, we're back in the workshop at Eurotech now. That was what, 3 hours ago, that little walk we had, nice little 5k. It's nice to get out early in the morning and listen to what's going on, listen to nature a little bit. But with this bike now, we've just got to do a few things now before we start fitting the plastics and the graphics. So that means just taking the tank off again. So I'm going to do a complete nut and bolt check of everything. And also we're going to bleed the clutch, the brake, front brake and the rear brake as well. And get the chain on. And then we can get the plastics on. And hopefully we'll have it finished late this afternoon. So let's crack on with it. So just had a bit of a tidy up. I think we're looking pretty good now. So we can start getting the plastics on, getting the decals on. Just one of the issues I had when I was putting the bike back together was the exhaust pipe, the expansion pipe. It took me ages to get it right because it was bent, and just getting it bent back into the right position was quite difficult, but it took quite a while. And even now, because it's bent on the left hand side where the bend is, the main bend is from the exhaust port, it's difficult to get into the engine bolt with an extension bar, so I've had to use like a knuckle on that to torque it up. But brakes blade, clutch blade, I try and gravity bleed them if I can. The clutch was a little bit fiddly, but we got that sorted out, no problem. Front brake bled up fairly good, and so did the rear, so that's good now. And yeah, we just need a nut and bolt kit now to get the plastics on, and we can get the graphics on, and should be good. So there you go guys, it's finished. I'm sorry there's things that you've not seen, I've not been able to film. That's because we've had people coming into the workshop, customers, so just for a privacy aspect, didn't want to show anybody in here. But it's not been easy for start. We had a twisted subframe that was quite a task to straighten out, and I've got it as best I can, but it's still, when you look from the back of the bike, it just kinks out slightly. But it is what it is. I can't do any more with that. Graphics went on fairly easy. I did the plastics. We've put new fasteners in where I thought it was really needed, like the subframe fasteners. Those were really rusty. I like new fasteners on if possible. The fork leg bolts there are brand new. Things that are on display will look quite obvious. I've changed all those. But we're now in a position where the bike's good to go, good to race again. And it's one of those, isn't it? Like I said last week, when your bike's getting to a certain age, when it's got a lot of hours on it, high hours, you've got to make a decision where you go, whether you keep it, you invest money in it and get it back to, fresh again, or you just move it on and take a loss. It's one of those. But I think the customer's done right with this. It's a good bike. It is a good bike. There are still little things which I would change. I think the front wheel, the hub, where the bearing sits, I've had to bearing retain those, put some locked out bearing retainer in because they're getting to the point where not an interference fit, but they're all right for the moment. It'll do, but a couple of more bearing changes, and I think that will need a new front hub on there. I think overall it's good to go. All we need to do now is take it outside and warm it up, get it up to temperature and make sure there's no leaks. So we'll do that now.